Jesus, we really belong to Him. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 We really belong to. Shh, everybody's sleeping, so we have to be quiet this morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We belong to Jesus. We belong to Him. Good morning. I don't know what that was about. Please don't ask because I really don't know. Anyways, misorganization, to-do list, have a routine. Good morning, bonjour, sorry, excusez-moi, excusez-moi, mon ami. Good morning, bonjour. I have to just call myself on my crap. Misorganized, miss to-do list, miss do routine, misorganized. Well, I screwed up this morning. I didn't realize that I have a session in a few minutes, so I had two choices. This is my only slot to do the video, so I either have to not do the video or do a short video. And then I have a therapy session coming up soon. And you know, your girl need her therapy session, child. She need her therapy session. And that's why I need my therapy session. Anyways, so the topic today is about the current pandemic that we're in right now. I wanted to touch base on that because I only wrote down a few things. I can't be long this morning because I messed up my schedule. So I'm going to try to make my points as quickly as possible, and maybe I won't even post this video and redo it depending on how bad it is. But I'm learning to let go of perfection. So the first thing I want to discuss is nobody understands what cabin fever is more than me. I have been quarantined more than anyone in my immediate circle. I'm not going to say anyone at all because I don't know everyone in the world. But as far as my friends and my family, I'm the person in people who are arm's length of me that have been more quarantined than anyone else. For those of you who don't know, I have asthma, so I'm susceptible to getting COVID, and if COVID gets me, it's not going to be good for me. So I have been quarantined since the whole quarantine thing. I have gone out. I do things, obviously. So I just want to be sensitive about that. I want everyone to understand that I understand what pandemic fatigue is because I get it all the time, and I am not quarantined the way I was anymore because I do go out and occasionally and do things. I want to emphasize that there's nothing wrong with enjoying your life, especially for those of you entrepreneurs or people who work 9 to 5 and frontline healthcare workers who work very hard, or single moms, or whoever you are. Life is not just about work. We have to find a work-life balance. And I truly believe in that. I believe that you should enjoy your life. And I still believe it or not, I believe you can still enjoy your life in the pandemic. I think the person who's exhibited this most is Adrienne on The View. Adrienne is very close to her family. I watch The View a lot. I follow Adrienne on social media, and one of the things that I observe in her conversations with the girls on The View is that even though it may look like she's being frivolous and not being responsible, but she does rapid COVID tests. Everyone that she hangs around, she has been quarantined with, and they do COVID-19. Or am I allowed to say this on YouTube? Because I think you get flagged for saying it. I'm sorry, but if you production team, edit that, please. Production team, edit. Rewind. Okay, so we're gonna start again about the thing about Adrienne Ballon that I admire. That's Adrienne on The View. She is quarantined with her family, and her family gets COVID. I said the word again. Her family gets tested all the time. They get tested all the time. They do rapid testing, and they get tested all the time. You know what? Freaky. Okay, they get tested all the time to see if they're negative or positive. So there's a way of having fun and enjoying your life and being responsible. I don't believe that just because there's a pandemic out there that you can't go have dinner, but just do it in a responsible way. I'm not saying that if you're taking a walk, I take walks all the time, long walks, and if there's no one around me, I'm going to take my mask off. But the minute I see someone walking towards me, I put my mask on. There's nothing wrong with going to dinner. There's nothing wrong with hanging with people. If you're hanging with the people that you're quarantined with and you guys are all getting tested frequently, you guys got to remember, this is for protecting you. This is protecting your friends and family, strangers, elderly people that you encounter at the store, at the grocery store, in the airport. This is about being considerate. And in the description of this video, I indicate that the 2020 just really revealed who we are prior, who we truly are. Our true character comes out. Because if you're a person who's considerate, you're a person who's responsible, you're a person who thinks of others, you're not selfish, wearing a mask is not going to be something that's going to be too much out of your character, because that's just who you are. You're a person that does the right thing. So I didn't want to do this video like I'm looking down on anyone, I'm judging anyone because no one's wearing a mask. No one's asking you to wear a mask 24 hours a day, but in areas that you do need to, if you feel the need that you cannot take it anymore and you have cabin fever and you have pandemic fatigue, trust me, nobody understands what pandemic fatigue is but me. I mean, I have it, still struggle with it. But it doesn't mean I don't step outside, I don't go outside, I don't do anything. But even with women, for us, it's a little bit harder. We wear makeup, and when we wear masks, we have a tendency of, if the mask is not washable, if people are not washing their masks, you get breakouts. So it's really an inconvenience, but we have to think of the long term, not short term. So for short term, it's inconvenience to wear a mask because it's annoying, especially if you're working out. It's hard to breathe while you're working out with the mask on. So what we have to think about, everyone, we have to think about long term, not short term. Just because you wear a mask doesn't mean that you don't have faith and you don't believe in God and you don't have a spiritual life. It doesn't mean that. It just means that we have to respect the laws of the land. The Bible tells us to respect the laws of the land. So for those of you who are Christians, evangelicals, Trump supporters, or whoever you are, and you feel like you're making a political statement because you're trusting God and you don't believe in science, to be honest with you, that really sounds ludicrous. And for those of you who are saying that you have to enjoy your life, no one is saying not to enjoy your life. Okay, I believe you should enjoy your life, and I think you can still enjoy your life in this pandemic. Just be smart about it. If you're going to go to a restaurant, if you can eat outside, eat outside. Wear a mask until your food comes. When you're done eating, put your mask on. Make sure that the waiter that is serving you with a mask on. Make sure where you're seated, you're not seated too close to anyone who's coughing and talking on you. Make sure your elderly people in your family, that you're not exposing them, you're not contacting them without wearing any mask. This is a real thing. People are still dying. We are still not in the clear, people. We're still not in the clear. And especially people who are influencers on social media, people are watching you. So when you're walking around partying with no mask on, you're telling people that's okay. And if you are doing it responsible and you are partying or you're hanging out with people that you're quarantined with and you guys get tested frequently, you need to say that. That's why I gave Adrian from The View as an example, because Adrian explains that. She says, guys, I'm quarantined with my family. We all hang out together. We all get tested, okay, on a frequent basis. She threw a party for her sister. I can't remember if it was a birthday party or anniversary party. I don't remember, but it was some sort of party she threw for her sister. Everybody got tested that came to the party, and she explained that. And Adrian is a grown woman. She doesn't have to explain anything to anyone. She doesn't owe anybody any explanation. But I understand why she does it. So people don't think that she's living frivolously, because what happens is, by her doing that, you never know. She may be planting a seed to someone else who thought that maybe they couldn't throw a party. Maybe someone who is financially capable, like Adrian, because all of us are, our pockets are not deep where we can have rapid testing to our whole crew who, if we want to throw a party. But that's planting a seed to somebody. Maybe they can want to throw an event of 3 to 4 people and have everybody get rapid testing. So if you are in a public eye, you are an influencer, you are on social media platforms, you're on YouTube platforms, and you're on podcasts, or whatever you are, and you are showing that you're going out and you're having fun, fine, have fun, go out, but make sure you're explaining that you're getting tested. In fact, videotape you getting tested. Show your results. Because what's going to happen is you're going to make people want to go do the same things that you're doing. As leaders, we are responsible. Unfortunately, when you are an influencer, even if you like it or not, you are an example. You are a role model. I don't want to be nobody's role model, to be completely honest with you, because child, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a work in progress. I'm not trying to be nobody role model, but be honest with you, the minute I decide to turn this camera on and hit record, the minute I decided to go on social media platforms, the minute I decided to write a book, the minute I decided to start business ventures, the minute I decided to dream big and live in my purpose, boom, honey, there it is. I am a role model. Rather, I don't care if I'm a role model to 5 people, 2 people, 1,000 people, 500, 200, 162, 25. At the end of the day, I am influencing someone. I am impacting someone. I'm inspiring someone, either negative or positive. So this is what we have to think. When we see these, we see churches are still having services and no one's wearing masks in a service. Wearing a mask does not mean you don't trust Jesus. Wearing a mask doesn't mean you don't have faith. The Bible says to follow the laws of the land. And what our leaders telling us to do is not something outside of our moral compass that's going to mess with your integrity. He's saying wear the mask until we out of the clear. We finally have someone in leadership that has a head on their shoulders that can lead our country. I'm not saying he's perfect, because he is the resource, not the source. Please understand that. My faith is not in Joe Biden. Okay? My faith is in God. I respect Joe Biden. I respect his leadership. I will vote for him again. But what I'm saying is we still have to respect his leadership, especially if he's not asking to do something that's out of our faith. He's asking us to put a mask on to protect us, to protect the people around us. And we have to be smart about that. We can't be like walking around and the thing is, you can't be in a public eye and get mad when people call you on it and say, why aren't you wearing a mask? You need to make it clear. The people you're hanging around with, you guys are quarantined together. The people you hang around with, you guys are tested frequently together. You're going to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. But be responsible. Be responsible when you enjoy your life. Do your part. If everybody on this planet, in the world, does their part, we will be out of this sooner than later. If everybody wears a mask, everybody washes their hand, everybody does the necessary measures, we will all be out of, guys, we'll be able to go to church again. I miss church. I miss church. I love watching Bishop T.D. Jakes every Sunday. I really do, Bishop. But I miss walking into a church. You know what I'm saying? I miss everybody seeing how my lips look. I have pretty lips. I'm walking around with I miss regular life. But in order for us to get back to regular life, we all have to do our part. What is doing our part, Chantel? I'm glad you asked. Doing our part means wear your mask when you have to. Doing our part means unless you are financially capable of doing rapid COVID-19 to your whole crew, stop having these big get-togethers. Wear a freaking mask when it's necessary. Stop going to places where people are not wearing masks. Protect you, protect your friends, protect your family, protect the elderly. Do your part. Oh my God, I'm off schedule. Do your part. Okay, so this is what this video is about. I'm not here to shame anybody. I'm not here to shame anyone. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this video. Production team, edit the video so I can post it. But yeah, so I just wanted to do this video so I can just tell everyone to just do your part. We need to be responsible. We can't get offended when people are calling us on our crap. So anyways, guys, have a nice day. Bye. We belong to Jesus. We belong to him. Oh, 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 oh. We belong to Jesus. We belong to him. That song has been on my mind all morning. We belong to Jesus.